Not all dispatchers are created equal. Some make your day, some break it. Let's talk about how they really work. The good, the bad, and the ugly. A good dispatcher is like a good co-pilot. They are your partner on the road. They speak clearly. They plan ahead. They listen when you talk. They tell you where to go and why. They understand the roads and the yards. They know which routes save time and which ones are a trap. They see a problem coming before it becomes an emergency. They call you with a heads up, not a last-minute panic. A good dispatcher makes your day smoother. They help you earn. They are worth their weight in gold. And then some. They keep you busy with the right work. They know your truck. They know your strengths. They do not send a dump truck built for aggregate on a winding city run with tight turns and low clearances. Right load, right truck. That is how everyone makes money. They steer you toward the good jobs and away from the bad ones. That simple act saves you hours and keeps money flowing steady. They are steady and reliable, honest about pay, timing, and delays. A bad dispatcher is careless, the opposite of a good partner. They forget important details. They give you a load without checking if the customer is even open or ready. They promise one rate on the phone and send a lower rate confirmation. They send you to slow yards just because it was the first load they saw on the board. They call with a new idea or a change of plans. All it does is waste your time and burn your fuel, and it slowly chips away at your patience. Bad dispatchers do not know the area. They see a line and think it is a road. Low bridges, tight corners, weight-restricted streets. They send you where your truck does not fit. You backtrack for miles. Then they shrug and say, "Sorry about that." An apology does not get your time back. It does not pay for the extra fuel. That mistake costs you money. They let invoices and bills of lading sit for a week. And the biggest failure is communication, or the lack of it. Now we get to the ugly side of things. The ugly dispatcher is not just careless or inexperienced, they are dishonest. They lie. They will promise you a fantastic rate, then not deliver. They ghost you after you deliver, including your pay. They change the rate after the work, hide fees in the fine print, even double-book trucks. They let a customer short pay and call it policy, move numbers to blame the driver. They push losing loads just to collect their small percentage. That is theft of your time, your effort, and your money. Another ugly tactic is pressure, calls at 2 a.m., hints that if you say no, you will not get good work. That is not dispatching, that is coercion. I have seen it. A driver delivers on time, then hears the customer refuse to pay the full amount over a made-up issue. The driver gets less than promised. The dispatcher still gets their cut. It is the kind of thing that gives this industry a bad name. Let me tell you about a good one. I will call him Frank. I was hauling aggregate to a big site in the Las Vegas Valley. The schedule was tight. Frank dispatched me the night before. He gave me the address, the contact name, the exact material, and the rate. He even sent a satellite map with the best entry point marked.
They have a tricky entrance, Mike. Use this one. It saves a 20-minute loop around the back.
Halfway there, my phone rang. It was Frank, calm.
Their main loader just went down. It is going to be about a 45-minute delay. Pull off at the next exit. There is a truck stop there. Grab a coffee on the company. I will call you the second they are ready.
He got ahead of the problem and respected my time.
All right, they are ready for you. The backup loader is a little slower. Be patient. They know you are coming.
When I arrived, the site manager said, "Your dispatcher is on top of things." Wish all of them were like that.
The day went smoothly because Frank did his job. At the end of the week, the settlement was exactly what he said it would be. Even the coffee. That is the mark of a great dispatcher. A partner. Not just a voice on the phone. Now for a story on the other end of the spectrum. New dispatcher, overwhelmed, vague instructions, just an address, no contact, no notes. He said, "Nope, should be easy, just follow the GPS." First red flag. I spent 20 minutes driving in circles. No answer. Burning fuel. Clock running. Finally, a text. "Hang on, let me check." 10 minutes. Nothing. I was stuck, blocking traffic. He said, "Go around to the back entrance." No apology. The back entrance had a low clearance. My truck was 13.6, completely stuck. Long pause. Then, Can you just go back to the front? By then, I had lost almost an hour and my spot in the queue, explaining to an angry guard why I was in the wrong place. A simple load became a 3-hour nightmare. Lazy, careless, poor communication. You have to protect yourself out here. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. First, get everything in writing. Rate, pickup time, special instructions, text, or email. A verbal promise disappears. A written message is proof. If it is not in writing, it did not happen. Second, use your phone's camera. Document everything. A picture can be worth $1,000. Third, trust your gut. Keep notes on yards and people. Call new yards to confirm readiness and the best entrance. Set boundaries. Keep an honest log. If pressured to run illegal, show your ELD and say no. Professionally. No payment terms. Follow up if late. Document dishonesty and report it. Owner-operators. You can refuse to work with them again. At the end of the day, a great dispatcher is a partner, not just a boss. They are part of your team. They help you move loads safely and efficiently, protect your time, and fight for your pay. Look for the pattern. Work with the good. Be cautious with the bad. Protect yourself from the ugly. A great dispatcher is a partner, not a boss. Subscribe to Miles Ahead.